believe it. You will test it. You will start doing pranayama and your BP will come down. You will check, it will come down. This is called Shraddha. So attachment, I described so much about attachment. You are not expected to believe it. You don't believe anything. And I am not a guru either. And I am sharing the vision. I am like a mic. There is no difference between me and the mic. Mic is jada and this apparatus is also jada. You know that? Therefore, there is no guru, there is no person involved in all this. You need not be devoted to the person and all that. All that is unnecessary. You just, I have described in detail how the attachment binds you, which is already in people's experience. Now you can overcome that attachment. I have described that also, how to overcome it. And so you have to test it. You have to test it. And prove to yourself. But even to test, you have to proceed with some good sense of understanding and love. Suppose you think, oh, this fellow is talking something through the hat, why should I test it? Then you don't have any Shraddha in it. We can't go on testing everything that we hear, you know. Therefore, you test only those in which you have Shraddha. Shraddha is Sanskrit word, Shrat Dha. Dha dudhai dharana poshanayoh. That is the dhatu. So dharana upholds, poshana nourishes. That is the dhatu's meaning. Shraditi satyanama. The word shrat means satyam. So the attitude which nourishes the truth, which upholds the truth, that is called Shraddha. Therefore, it is not belief. Therefore, you have to test it. You see what we are describing in the last 2-3 days and then for the coming few days, like loving kindness meditation. It is proved without any element of doubt. In a very rigorous scientific method, it is proved that it will bring a transformation in your consciousness. Thereby, it will bring in good health also to you. Because people are sick, because their mind is not pure. That's why they are sick. If the mind is pure, you will seldom become sick. Therefore, this is all Shraddha. Belief is what? Belief is like a tram car. There is no value in it. And you just hold on to the belief. You lose the power to think. It cripples the mind. The mind becomes crippled. That is what we find all around. All around means not among you. That is not what I mean. The mind becomes crippled. And therefore people become followers, not thinkers. Thinking is difficult. Following is easy. So you have followers. Very interestingly, when there is a bunch of followers, a leader will come up among them. That is the law of nature. What I am saying is the law of nature. If there are a dozen followers, a leader will come up among them. And therefore, why the leader comes up? Because the followers need a leader, and therefore a leader comes up. And so these people follow the leader. And then the leader forms a sect. And so they become followers of a sect. It is a lose-lose game. In that game, nobody wins. Therefore, you have to think about all these things. Then Swarga, about Swarga, Shraddha in Swarga. You see, there is a ritual. You perform it, after death the person will go to heaven. That is a belief, it is not Shraddha. Okay? Now, you see, suppose you believe it strongly. That makes you a person in waiting. Waiting list passengers. It will never get confirmed in the railway, the waiting list number 62. When it will get confirmed? It will never get confirmed. Waiting list number 62. Hyderabad, Haridwar, Madurai Express, waiting list number 62. It will never be confirmed. He will be anxious inside. What will happen to me? That is this heaven. Okay? And the psychology, the way the mind moves in that context is such that you are waiting for heaven means you are in hell now. You see, some Mahatma said, people of the world are unhappy. Then somebody questioned, hey, come on, what do you say like that? How can you say like that? Yeah, they are unhappy, look at them. Yeah, how they are unhappy? They are all searching for happiness. Therefore they are unhappy. Therefore you are waiting for heaven. So इसका मतलब क्या होता है? You are waiting for heaven. A Mahatma said, it struck me as a very amazing statement. The Mahatma said, when these people are waiting for heaven, in the waiting for heaven, they have already converted the present into hell. And this is the greatest disservice. That is what he said. You see, suppose you come to me and I tell you, you will become happy next year. Some changes will happen above. Above means 2.5 billion miles above. Some changes will happen and then you will become happy next year. Means whether you are happy, you may be happy now, but now you cannot be happy anymore. Because a great Mahatma told you that you will be happy next year. It's a disservice. You see, giving a wrong notion, putting a wrong notion into the person's mind is the greatest disservice. Giving poisoned food is disservice. It is wrong. Similarly, spreading misinformation, giving misconceptions to people, it is the greatest disservice. One should not do that. One should keep quiet. You be silent. Every sannyasi need not teach. Just be silent and contemplate. Why go on spreading wrong notions? Not necessary. Anyway, that is a digression. What is proper way of chanting Om? Proper way of chanting Om is you have to inhale deeply. You should not chant while inhaling. That is a rule. You should not chant while inhaling. You should chant only while exhaling. That is the prana. Upward movement of life, that is exhaling. And Om is also upward movement of life. Therefore, there must be synchronization. They must be in sync. They should not be opposed to each other. Therefore, don't chant while inhaling. You inhale consciously, and while don't hold the breath within. After the inhalation is over, there will always be a small gap, which is fine. You don't hold breath inside anything more than that minute gap, and start exhaling, and while exhaling you chant Om. Exhale slowly, and therefore you will chant Om slowly, like the long sound, the elongated sound of a temple bell. Temple bell, Dirgha Ghanta Ninadavat. That is Panchadashikara, Vidyaranya Swami. So you have to chant like that. Chant it, and then you have to merge in the silence. That is the important part. That is the Turiya. You have to necessarily merge in the silence. Then only Turiya will be there. Otherwise the Turiya will not be there. That is the Om chant. You do it 3 times, or 5 times, or 9 times. If you don't have a long practice, I think 9 times is a good number. If you can do 18 times, your BP will come down very much and you will remain in good health and all that. Long Om only. Dirgham Omkaram Ucharya Manorajyam Vijigeshayet, something like that. Vijaranya Swami in Panchadashi, chapter 4, some number is there for the verse. And he compares Dirgha Ghanta Ninadavat. That is also Vijaranya Swami's expression. Om is like that. Even if you take the Mandukya, etc., they have given 4 units of time for the chant of Om. That is 1 unit of time. 2 units of time. Om, minimum 4 units of time. Now you know it must be elongated. You don't want to make it modulated and all that. Like, not like that. It should be like a bell curve. So, silence, and then inhale again. We will have it one of these days. So I will stop at this point and we'll meet tomorrow morning for meditation. Now we will have Nirvana Shatkam. And one mic has to be... it is there, good. It is all done. Thank you for reminding me. Hari Om Tat Sat.